Not gonna lie, I'm not sure which is causing me to lose more hair. My hormones or Finn grabbing the little hairs back here and ripping them out with her tiny baby hands. Going great. Let's get this podcast started. Welcome back to Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original brought to you by Peppa Pig. Shop new Peppa Pig toys now on Amazon. I'm your host, Kylie Kelce. I love traveling, but not with my children. You all somehow convince me to speak into a microphone each week, which is crazy. And I have a lot of strong opinions on extremely niche topics. For example, there's no such thing as flushable wipes. Seriously, guys, it can say flushable wipes on the packaging, but the cast that a plumber removed from my parents' drain says otherwise. Coming up on today's episode, in honor of the first day of the season coming up, I'm going to get real honest about Kelce family fall. It's a lot like Kelce family summer, winter, and spring, because we have 4 kids. We're trying our best. But I'll weigh in on all fall things. Plus, there's a trend on TikTok right now called the girlfriend effect, and I'm going to share whether or not I had any influence on Jason's style in Doom Scroll of the Week. I didn't. And after that, I'm going to be joined by the hilarious actress you know from Girls Trip and Scary Movie. I have no business talking to her. It's Regina Hall. But first, a couple quick NGL announcements. First, on behalf of Queen Emma and the team, our bad about the spider photo last week with no warning. We got a couple comments like this. Aaron Smith said, "You just jump scared the shit out of me. I threw my iPad across the room." We forgot 99% of people don't actually find them cute. Next time, editor Brad will put up a warning, like right now. Warning, hit it, Brad. Hit the warning. And now, Lucas the spider. Nailed it. Also, speaking of spiders, there were a lot of comments like this one. Am I the only one that thought Kylie describing the jumping spider sounded a lot like how she described Jason? Funny you should say that. Literally on the phone with Queen Emma, I made this exact joke about myself when I started describing it as furry and I wanted to pet it. And I think that I'm consistent. You can check my track record for favorite breeds of dogs. I like scruffy bearded beings. Next announcement, we might need a new segment. List Kylie has no business being on, because I've officially been named to Sports Illustrated's Power List, the 50 most influential figures in sports. For starters, thank you so much. That's so nice. I appreciate it. And also, what? When I first heard about this, I was very concerned. I was very concerned because I thought that people were trying to put me into a category with elite athletes. And that was going to bother me deeply. But it turns out they just put me in the influencer category. Being put in the influencer category, my body wants to reject it, but here's the deal. If I'm going to influence you about anything, it's going to be about philanthropic efforts. It's going to be about women in sports. It's going to be about how athletics shaped my life. It's going to be normalizing the ridiculousness of parenthood. And if that puts me on the power list of the 50 most influential figures in sports, okay. I still think there's probably a couple other people who are more deserving, but I do appreciate it. And also, just to be clear, the reason I'm concerned about being put on a list with elite athletes is because, guys, I played Division III field hockey. I am a NARP now. For anyone that doesn't know what a NARP is, it's a non-athletic regular person. The minute that I was done playing my senior season of field hockey, I became a NARP. So I have no business being on the same list with literally all 49 other people. Guys, cut it out. So to our friends at Sports Illustrated, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I will say, it's slightly validating because it means that you guys get it. That the only reason that I got behind this microphone was to be able to talk about things that I feel strongly about, and athletics and sport is one of them. So, but I definitely don't think we hit top 50 over here. So moving on, the first day of fall is coming. So even though I just told you guys I'm not really a fall girly, that was for pumpkin spice, I figured I'd get honest about some of the fall shit our family is in on. This is where my basic bitch comes in. Fall, I love apple picking. I love it. I'm going to do it. And you know what we're going to do after we fill up our boxes and buckets? We're going straight to the pumpkin patch. You know what? There is something about a caramel apple from the little market shop after you've gone out and picked a bunch of apples fresh from the trees. Also, the kids love it. They love it so much. And we've leveled up to a point that we now bring a wagon for anyone who maybe isn't feeling into it, because we have 4 children, and anyone that has, I mean, even if you have one child, you know that you could do an activity and they are so into it. And the next time you go to do the activity, they're not into it. But when you've driven 45 minutes to an hour to go to this apple orchard, your ass is picking apples, whether they're throwing a temper tantrum or not. So we've leveled up. We now bring a wagon for anyone who is not into the activity. Last time it was Benny. Within, I would say 15 to 20 minutes into the activity, she got out of the wagon and started picking apples herself. It's so fulfilling to do something that's so simple, and yet you do it. There's no screens involved. No one's asking to turn on a movie. You're out in the fresh air. Everyone's walking. That's great for tiring them out. And we have had all of our announcements besides Finney's announcement at the apple orchard, because we kept saying that we were adding another apple to our orchard, I think is what we said. I don't actually know what I post, guys. I don't post often enough, and I'm not that invested in it. So take that, influencer. Wait, how did you know I was a caramel apple girl? I just scrolled down to that. Queen Emma reads my mind on a regular ass basis. Yeah, God, you just reminded me. I love an apple cider donut. Okay? I don't need apple cider. I don't need it. I don't want it straight up. I do want it in donut form. That shit is fire. Any other fall treats? I like an apple Dutch crumb over a traditional apple pie. It's way better. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. That seemed aggressive. Also, not an a la mode girly. Do not put a scoop of ice cream on my shit. Do not put a scoop of ice cream on. This is a hot take. Don't you put a motherfucking scoop of ice cream. Don't put a fucking scoop of. It makes me so mad. If I wanted cream, sweet cream poured over top of my dessert, I'd do that. Why are you going to get a scoop of warm apple crisp and then put a cold scoop of ice cream on top? What are you doing? Stop doing everything a la mode. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started on when you do it to a goddamn brownie. Okay. Do we take the family on a hayride? No. They don't actually like it that much. When it comes to haunted hayrides, you can kiss my ass. Anything spooky, anything remotely scary, Wyatt is going to lose her effing mind. And then she's going to wake me up at least 4 nights in a row. Wyatt is not a spooky girly. She wants to talk about Halloween because she's convinced that her October 2nd birthday kicks off Halloween. She's not really wrong, but she does not like spooky things. So, for instance, my mom was showing her lawn decorations for Halloween to get the temperature check on whether or not Wyatt would still come to her house if my mom put these things on her lawn. So, spoiler alert, it was pretty much everything was a no. there was a giant spider with glowing eyes, and Wyatt looked my mom in the face and was like, why would you show me that? Was I a spooky girly? No. We went on a haunted hayride when I was in college with my field hockey team. And I specifically remember people could like grab your ankles while you were on the hayride. Like they would pop out of the woods and grab your ankles.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, the NFL superstar and the global pop icon, are officially engaged, and fans can't stop talking about what's next, especially when it comes to their upcoming wedding plans. So grab a seat, because we're breaking it all down in one continuous story. From the moment Travis slipped that ring on Taylor's finger to the whispers about their marriage plans. This is a love story unfolding before our very eyes. Now, let's rewind just a little bit, because Travis and Taylor's romance has been front and center for nearly a year now. It all started when Travis attended Taylor's Eras Tour concert and famously shared on his podcast that he wanted to give her a friendship bracelet with his number on it. What seemed like a playful moment quickly turned into something real when the two were spotted together in public. From stadium appearances to family dinners and Taylor flying across the globe to support Travis on game day, their relationship blossomed in front of fans everywhere. And while many thought it was just a whirlwind romance, Travis proved he was serious by making the ultimate move, asking Taylor to be forever. The engagement itself was nothing short of magical. Sources close to the couple say that Travis made it personal, private, and deeply meaningful, staying true to who they are as a couple. Taylor, who has written countless love songs about dreams of forever, was reportedly moved to tears. And let's be honest, the whole world kind of saw this coming, because Travis and Taylor connection has always felt different. Not staged, not forced, but genuine and grounded in respect for each other's passions. Now that the engagement is official, all eyes are on the big question. What about the wedding? Fans are already speculating everything from the venue, to the guest list, to what kind of dress Taylor will walk down the aisle in. With Taylor's star power and Travis's popularity, this could easily become one of the most talked about weddings of the decade. But insiders say the couple wants to strike a balance. Something grand enough to celebrate their love story, yet private enough to protect the intimacy of their relationship. Let's talk details. One of the biggest topics being thrown around is location. Some say a glamorous European wedding could be on the table, with whispers about Italy or France. Others believe they'll keep it closer to home. Perhaps a beautiful estate wedding in Tennessee, where Taylor feels connected to her roots, or even Kansas City, where Travis has built his career and life. Wherever it happens, you can bet it'll be a combination of elegance and heart, just like the two of them. Then there's the guest list. You can imagine how star-studded it's going to be. Think of Taylor's closest friends like Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Gigi Hadid, and Selena Gomez, sitting alongside Travis's NFL teammates and family members like Jason Kelce. This wedding will merge two worlds, Hollywood glamour and NFL grit. And fans are already predicting hilarious moments when these two crowds come together. Can you picture Patrick Mahomes giving a toast? Or Ed Kelce shedding tears as his son says, "I do"? It's the kind of wedding that blends both family warmth and global spotlight. And of course, everyone is waiting to see what Taylor will wear. The pop star is known for her jaw-dropping outfits on tour and on red carpets, but her wedding gown will be on another level. Will she go classic and timeless, perhaps in a lace gown fit for royalty? Or will she surprise us with something bold and modern that reflects her own unique style? Whatever she chooses, fans are certain it'll instantly become iconic and probably inspire a million Pinterest boards. Now, let's not forget the music. With Taylor Swift as the bride, the soundtrack to the wedding might just be unforgettable. Will she write a special song just for the big day? Could we see Ed Sheeran or Lana Del Rey performing live for the first dance? And on the flip side, will Travis bring in some of his favorite artists to represent his side of the celebration? This could be a wedding where music and sports collide in the most spectacular way. At the end of the day, beyond all the speculation, what makes this story so powerful is how genuine their love feels. Travis has openly praised Taylor for her humility, her dedication to her craft, and the way she treats people with kindness. And Taylor has praised Travis for his loyalty, his humor, and his ability to ground her in a world that often feels overwhelming. They balance each other in a way that makes fans believe in true love again. And their engagement is proof that sometimes fairy tales really can come true. So as we wait for more official details about their wedding plans, one thing is clear. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are not just engaged, they're building a future together. And whether at a private ceremony or a once-in-a-lifetime star-studded celebration, the world will be watching, celebrating, and rooting for them every step of the way. And that wraps up today's video. If you loved this breakdown of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift engagement and marriage plans, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Tay Buzz community so you never miss an update on this incredible love story.